Welcome back to Biafra News Support Biafra. That Biafra here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. Depending on where you're watching me from, Biafrans, I bring you another news, another update. And the headline reads, releasing Nnamdi Kanu now. You get the natives of Benue, right, President Tinubu. Before we continue with this news, I would like to welcome all the new and old subscribers. If you're coming across my channel for the first time, kindly click the red subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell to enable you get notification once I upload a new video. Don't forget to share, like, leave your comment at the comment section. So my people, we're going straight to this very news before we continue the analysis. The people of the Benue state have pleaded with President Bola Tinubu to, as a matter of conscience, releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to uphold justice, equity, and fairness. In a special appeal letter to the president signed by the conveners of the organization, Obo Mike, Omenanka, and Ogori, Dennis Eka, secretary, the native informed the president that the unjust detention of the independent people of Biafra IPOB leader has left lives in perpetual trauma, properties in constant shambles, and has resulted in significant economic shortfalls in southeastern region and Nigeria as a whole. Part of the letter read, having been charged to court, face the rigor of a criminal trial, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was discharged and acquitted by court of competent jurisdiction. Even the appellate court, Nigerian government under the previous administration, in contemptuous and flagrant disregard to rule of law and the natural justice, yet continually kept Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in detention, causing civil unrest, not only in Southeast but across the entire country. This unjust situation has left lives in perpetual trauma and the properties in constant shambles and has resulted in significant economic shortfalls in Southeastern region and Nigeria as a whole. Firmly believe that no government can thrive on a foundation of injustice. A region that feels marginalized and voices its grievance deserves genuine inclusiveness or the right to demand freedom. Denying them this fundamental human right is a stain on our democracy. Therefore, we appeal not only to you, Mr. President, but also to advocate of civil liberty, human rights, civil society organizations around the world to raise their voices against this injustice that plugs our collective peace. We feel strongly that the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will bring lasting peace to the Southeast and contribute to robust economic development in Nigeria. We stand in solidarity with the eastern part of our nation, which is currently in their need of a voice of a reason to prevent further sent into chaos and oblivion. The situation on the ground is evident with valley raging, cracking getting murder, and the path to daily hustles becoming increasingly slippery. People are living in horror and facing unimaginable hardship for a cause within the realm of humanity. Mr. President, we urge you to set Mazi Nnamdi Kanu free. By doing so, you will not only bring hope and freedom to the Igbo people, but also demonstrate your commitment as the father of our nation to upholding justice, equity, and fairness. A man unjustly silenced during civil proceedings is an affront to the very essence of justice. A region relegated to the background in a national dialogue is a statement to the highest of iniquity. Witnessing the violation of human rights by the very institutions meant to protect them is the epitome of unfairness. Okay? This is a nice one. This is coming from Igede, native of Benue state. I'm happy that people are waking up. At least they're seeing the injustice going on in Nigeria. Before now, we thought that you people were not seeing, or Nigerians are not seeing. Of course, they're seeing. It's just that nobody wants to speak. Everybody wants to continue suffering and smiling. Everybody wants to continue enduring. But how long would you endure? Since the creation of Nigeria, nothing has ever worked. So how long do you think? How long do you think you can endure? How much long do you think you can endure more? There is no need suffering and smiling or trying to endure, saying, oh, Nigeria will be better. You have been praying that prayer every 4 years. Every 4 years. You pray it for 4 years, another 4 years will topple it, making it 8 years. Nothing still changes. So why not speak out now that you have the opportunity? I really thank Igede, native of Benue State. I really appreciate you people for contributing and voicing out also. What we want is freedom. We do not want to continue being in Nigeria. That is it. And that is why they're still holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because they believe that Nigeria is indivisible. They are just dreaming. And they are playing their last card. The earlier they release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the better for them. Nigeria has already divided. There is nothing left there again. Develop the country. No, you will see governors flying out for treatment abroad. When they are governors, their own state, their state particularly do not have any standard hospital or health this thing. They just fly abroad to treat themselves, leaving the people to die, or for hunger, for hardship, for everything. They are melting on the people. I'm happy that people are seeing the truth. People are seeing the injustice. And I'm really happy they did not say only to Tinubu. They called people around the world, human rights organizations around the world, to voice out against the injustice going on in Nigeria. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been discharged and acquitted of all the charges brought against him by Nigerian government. Still, they refuse releasing him. They continuously illegally detaining Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We have asked them to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to us. They refuse. Well, I believe that Elohim is blocking their ears, but he will make them listen when it's time. For now, they are playing their last card, which they will get tired of. They will. We do not want to continue being in Nigeria. That is just the truth. That is why we want Biafra. We want to exit that contraption because nothing is working in Nigeria. You will see a government reintegrating repentant Boko Haram. Let me not say repentant. They are the ones tagging them repentant. You will see a government reintegrating terrorists into the army. Is it to protect the people or for them to go and continue killing? Once they choose, their first decision was to carry arms, bombs to kill innocent people. Render children fatherless, orphans, husbands, widowers, and wives, widows. Do you think that they can ever change? No, they can't. They can never change. And you see the government happily showcasing how they reintegrated them, or how many hundreds and how many they reintegrated into the army. And you think that such a government or such a country will move forward? It can never move forward. Tell me anywhere in the world where a country will capture terrorists and the next thing they will do is to start pampering them, paying them more than they are paying graduates in the country, reintegrating them into the army, giving them arms to go and continue their former work or to go and continue killing. Nigerian government pays Boko Haram more than they are paying, more than the salaries a graduate in Nigeria receives. It depends on where you're working, depends the connection you use in getting the work that you get more than they're paying the terrorists in Nigeria, if you don't know. Boko Haram members are being paid 150,000 if they have not increased it. As of before now, what we know before now was 150,000 naira. Go to Nigeria and ask any graduate how much he or she is being paid. You will be hearing 30,000, you'll be hearing 25,000, you'll be hearing highest 40,000 or 45,000. If I am not increasing, if I am not wrong with the figures, maybe I added. Graduates are receiving lesser. Whereas terrorists that have rendered children fatherless, motherless, orphaned, wives, widows, husbands, widowers, receiving more than graduate that their parents taught under sun and rain to train in school. Some are running out because Nigeria is a living hell. It's just that people choose to continue enduring. People choose to continue suffering and smiling. If election time comes, they will bring out their tribalism. Oh, we are not going to do this, we are going to do that. At the end of the day, they will all suffer it together. I'm not advocating for one Nigeria. I'm just telling you the mentality of those that claim that they are Nigerians or proudly Nigerians. We Biafrans have seen that Nigeria can never work. There is nothing, if you like, use your blood. Go and sacrifice yourself for Nigeria to be better. The old cargoes there can never allow Nigeria move forward. Britain can never allow Nigerians see the light of the day. They want them to continue being enslaved. They want them to continue being impoverished. They don't want them to see the light. And we Biafrans cannot continue. In the amalgamation, they stated after 100 years, any tribe or group that wants to exit, they are free to exit Nigeria. It's more than 100 years now, going to 110 years. Nigeria still do not want to obey what is in the Britain's amalgamation. Or the amalgamation, they forced everybody in one Nigeria. release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because he asked for Biafra, or he asked for a referendum for Biafrans to exit that contraption. Britain and the fools around him connived, and they went to Kenya and kidnapped him. They tortured him for 8 days in Kenya. Their plan wasn't to bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu back to Nigeria, but for them to say that Elohim is in charge of Biafra and there is nothing any man born of a woman can do to stop the coming of Biafra. Their evil plans in Kenya failed. They renditioned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu back to Nigeria. They brought different charges. That is how the judge keep removing charges from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's this thing. Charges brought against him by Nigerian government until he was discharged and acquitted of all charges brought against him. Still, they refused releasing him. He has won them countless times in their own court, but they failed to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or they refused releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They refused releasing him. Now, our people, or our brothers and sisters in Igede, Benue State, has asked Tinubu to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He did not commit any crime. His only crime is asking for freedom. That is his only crime. They have not explained how they kidnapped him from Kenya and they renditioned him back to Nigeria. Malami told the whole world that they worked with Interpol. Men not just working with Interpol. They need to provide the process they took. Or how did they do it? That is what everybody wants to know. But because nobody wants to say anything, the fools who have in Southeast that call themselves leaders or governors, they do not want to say anything or question Nigerian government. I'm happy that you people are raising your voice. Other people are fighting for Ndibo. But those that call themselves Igbos in the Nigerian politics don't want to fight for their people. They don't have what it takes to protect their people or to speak for their people. Rather, the ones is about speaking against their own people. You will see their voice. You see how they will be borrowing voice from left, center, joining their own, so that their voice will be more louder. So their voice will overshadow other people's voice. That is what they normally do. They are not in Nigerian politics to protect their people. Rather, they are in Nigerian politics to sell their people out more and more. You will see what politicians doing everything they can to stop sit at home. Whereas the cause of the sit at home is Ohamadike's unconditional release. Well, people have made it clear to them they should release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and sit at home will stop. But the fools in Biafra land do not want to talk about Ohamadike's unconditional release. Rather, they want sit at home to stop by all means, which it will not. So I'm happy that you people have also lent your voice to demand for Ohamadike's unconditional release. And the sit at home in Southeast will not stop until Ohamadike is released. If some of you start telling us how it's our business or how it's affecting only our people, it's not. As you can hear from them, they said it's not only in Southeast, but in Nigeria as a whole. About the chaos and the havoc they're wreaking in Southeast is the fools using their talks, terrorizing our people, forcing people to sit at home. Our people are sitting at home for Ohamadike's unconditional release. As the natives of Benue State, the solidarity with our Ohamadike Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the same thing with our people. They are sitting at home in solidarity with our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu until he is released unconditionally. So that is it, my people. I will stop here. Don't forget to share, leave your comment at the comment section. God bless you people, Igede, native of Benue State, and Ohamadike, Biafrans all over the world. Thank you all.